Let's have a look at the Tier 8 Destroyer Amatsukaze, which came with Blitzpass this month. I'm LordJim. Greetings to everyone. I usually start with historical part, this time little faster and little less. Amatsukaze is a real warship that served in Imperial Japanese Navy during World War II. Amatsukaze means heavenly wind and was a Kagero-class destroyer of the Imperial Japanese Navy. Historically, the Kagero-class was an enlarged and improved version of the preceding Asashio class. During the Pacific War, the Japanese Navy, which was trying to improve the speed of destroyers, started developing a new boiler, and this destroyer was selected as a test ship for the new boiler. Since she was only operated as a test, and her turbine was not replaced, her speed itself was at the same 35 knot level as other Kagero-class destroyers. With torpedo hits, Amatsukaze sank the destroyer USS Barton and helped to sink the light cruiser USS Juno before she shelled the crippled heavy cruiser USS San Francisco, but was herself crippled by shell fire from the light cruiser USS Helena, but managed to survive and withdraw from the battle. A destroyer with significant achievements and long service time. Although I will talk about more historical parts in the videos, this is the historical part about Amatsukaze for now. While evaluating Amatsukaze, I realized that there are really many Japanese destroyer options for Tier 8. As premium options, Asashio and Yukaze were already available. Also, as you know, Kagero can be purchased for free in Techline. When we evaluate as a concealment, among all destroyers in Tier 8, not only Japanese, Yukaze has the best stealth with 5.82 kilometers of surface detection. Then came the Orkan destroyer. Now Amatsukaze has taken its place in the top 2 with Orkan. Surface detection under 6 kilometers is an excellent value not only for Tier 8 but for all destroyers. In this respect, it is a very good number. Kagero is a very effective destroyer in Tier 8. So, when we look at what new can Amatsukaze bring in this respect, there are 2 smokes with less durability instead of smoke generator level 1. I think they have the same values in terms of engine accelerator. However, when we look at Amatsukaze, its 0.3 second gun reload time is better. We can see that it will give much better results in 1v1 destroyer dogfights and in starting fires while dealing with battleships. Regarding destroyers, there are 3 types of destroyers in the game that allow gunboat, torpedo boat, and hybrid game style. Japanese destroyers can be played as torpedo boats right now. Kagero is also a tech tree ship in this respect. Amatsukaze causes guns to come to the fore with its gun reload difference, which is something I like in terms of style. Yukaze is a powerful destroyer that we don't see much in Tier 8, but is quite enjoyable to play. With the addition of Amatsukaze, which I saw, Yukaze became questionable instead of Kagero. In other words, Amatsukaze seemed like a better Yukaze to me. Asashio is not really related to the subject. However, since the subject is Tier 8 Japanese destroyers, I wanted to compare and show it for those who don't know. Asashio is a complete assassination machine with its deep water torpedoes. However, in terms of ship hull, it also gives the same values as Kagero, Yukaze, and Amatsukaze. Japanese Tier 8 destroyers have a fire-starting ability of 4%. This is a better value when compared to the British class. Yes, we use AP against other destroyers when playing destroyers, but I especially prefer he on Japanese destroyers, because I want to start a fire on the enemy warship and have it use the damage control kit. You can see this situation in 2 gameplays. The same situation applies to Shimakaze. In fact, it is the ultimate of such Japanese destroyers. You can find more about this in my setup and history video on my channel. I chose the torpedo fast loading option in the ship's equipment selection. I think this equipment is useful in all ships of this type. There is nothing different in the rest of the setup, but I chose speed and acceleration in the elite bonus section. There are reasons for this. I think using Amatsukaze only as a torpedo boat would be insufficient. The biggest downside of the ship is that it is slow. I already got the torpedo damage booster in the commander skill I used. In my playstyle and the setup, I prefer and recommend using speed and acceleration as the elite bonus options. I know that the commander I chose is not the most ideal legendary commander for this ship. I had him right now, and I usually play Japanese cruisers with this commander. Did not want to spoil his setup too much. Therefore, please ignore some of the relevant features there. What I need first of all is long smoke duration and fast smoke cooldown, and I got it on the level 8 skill of the commander. And of course the boosted torpedo damage on level 12. A question might come up at this point for some players. Why do we use acceleration in destroyers as an equipment choice? Because contrary to popular belief, maneuverability is insufficient to protect us from torpedo and gun salvos. However, a destroyer that can stop quickly when we want it to stop is much better. Also, increasing acceleration contributes to your maneuverability, but I will not discuss this. Use whatever you want at the end. You will see at the end of the day. Amatsukaze's historical camo that came with the Blitzpass increases its torpedo capabilities. Torpedoes are not slow, but a little bit faster would make this destroyer much better. I think Amatsukaze is a good destroyer for Tier 8, especially among Japanese destroyers. I can say that it has become my number 1 in all Japanese destroyers, because both gun reload and turret traverse made this more balanced Japanese destroyer. As gameplay with Amatsukaze. From here, I am calling out to my friends who disappear quickly when the game starts. Do not capture areas and spend the whole game chasing aircraft carriers and battleships. Amatsukaze does not have to do this. And you don't have to do this. This is not a good plan anyway. However, it should not be forgotten that since I increased my speed and acceleration in my equipment choice, I entered the areas a little more intensively in these gameplays. As the song said, faster better, make us stronger. Amatsukaze's torpedoes have a very painful damage. It has a torpedo speed that is not very good to use. Therefore, it is useful to calculate well and use torpedoes. This is not a gunboat, but a Japanese destroyer that allows for a more balanced and hybrid game. I think this is the biggest innovation of Amatsukaze.
No prisoners! I am a sniper, always hit the mark. Take no prisoners! I am a sniper, always hit the mark. Our ship is burning! Those guns are made for shooting. Heads, I win. Tails, you lose. Take no prisoners! Beat it up! I can smell victory! Heads, I win. Tails, you lose. I am a sniper. Always hit the mark. I can smell victory! Let's go! Let's do you a favor, but don't get used to it. Someone back in the shadows. am a sniper. Always hit the mark. guns are made for shooting. Our ship is burning! Heads, I win. Tails, you lose. Take no prisoners! Heads, I win. Tails, you lose. Take no prisoners! I am a sniper. Always hit the mark. Those guns are made for shooting. Heads, I win. Tails, you lose. There's someone back in the shadows. Let's speed it up! Those guns are made for shooting. Take no prisoners. I am a sniper. Always hit the mark. I can smell victory!